Hello everybody, my name is Mycernius, and welcome to some more Doki Doki Literature Club. Now in today's video, we left off in a very last video. Okay guys, so in the last video, I left you guys off on a cliffhanger because I like to do that. Haha. I'm just kidding, guys. Anyway, in last video we left off with we're doing the Sayori run. We gotta remember that. So, but what we were left off with was a very big decision. There we go. This decision right here. For me. So I'm looking over here because this is where my second monitor is. I got a second monitor, so whenever I do live streams now, it's a lot easier to live stream because all I have to do is look over here to see what you guys are typing to me and all that stuff. Anyway, I also have I have my recording software right there, so I know if I'm recording or not. But now, Sayori. Nani? Sayori. Remember, we're doing the Sayori run, so I love you. I love you. Those are my true feelings. So, there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Because... oh, I mean, Keegan! Keegan! Ah! Sayori! Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Keegan! Is this really okay? Yes. I don't have brown hair. I have no hair. I have ginger hair, but in reality, right now I don't have any hair. So, yes. I held Sayori in my arms and pulled her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Keegan. Noonie. I know, Noonie is what? What? I'm sorry. I'll go. Okay, I'm back. I can't actually leave. I mean, I can, but yeah. I want to be with you forever. Me too. Not with you, but with me. I want to be with me forever because that's usually how it works. ... I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Keegan. It's okay, Sayori. I find it funny how my character... First off, this is just the only... This is like the scene that's there. But I find it funny how my character is like the only normal looking character. By normal looking character, I mean he's the only one who doesn't have colorful hair. Unless brown is an uncommon hair color. Or common hair color in anime, I have no idea. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Oh, okay. I trust you. Sorry, it was getting cold. To get foods. Anyway, Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date? Huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know. Want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. One sec, I need to close my door. Oh, hi, Mark. Yeah, I stopped because of cat. All that. It's like I need to eat. Even if we really are a couple, I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I don't understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Keegan. Sarah gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. And that's why I want to trust you. You know what? What's best for me? Yeah, I do. Haha, that's my promise. I say that, but in reality I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me. And I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. And the music stopped. You know, for pretty much everything that we've done so far, usually when the music stops, that's a bad thing. Or just some hilarious music and all that. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decide that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, what? I probably feel the same way as Natsuki's about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure that the event will be great too. Keegan? I don't know why I keep changing their voices. It's just, I don't know. Keegan! Uh-huh! Oh, Mickey Mouse! Oh, mate! Oh, mate! Oh, Mickey Mouse! Oh, oh, wow! That's my impression of Mickey. That's not my impression of Mickey Mouse. My impression of Mickey Mouse is a lot better. I just sort of gave him a somewhat of a accent. Oh, mate! Oh, Mickey Mouse! Let's go get the dingoes! Or the kangas! Anyway, I'm so sorry. You're the first one here! You're the first one. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. By the way, this video is going to be kind of choppy a little bit. It's not that I'm editing a ton of things out. I'm just pausing it a little just so I can take a bite of food. Because I need to eat as much as any human being. So yeah. Ah! Ah! Sorry. That hurt my throat. Am I done? I'm eating soup and it's hot! Ah! Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. That must be the one she prepared that has all of the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days like this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because that's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Keegan. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. That doesn't mean you have to be a complete stalker of club members. You stalker? How dare you? Bro! How dare you? I'm sorry. But I stammer, embarrassed. But did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. What? Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason, I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. The music is not on. I just realized that. Why is the music not on? Um, um, uh, uh, this is a little scary. There should be at least some background music to this. Wow. Monica's being as friendly as usual. For some reason, I felt a little chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? By the way, the file folder with all the characters, I have that up right now. Um, um, so yeah. They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Give me a moment. I'm back. Something like this will definitely. Oh yeah. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poem from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Oh, okay. Percentage sign? What? Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head, 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 get out. What? Get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What? What? Uh, what is this? Read the poem. I get a pit in my stomach. Keegan, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. More than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go to see go get Sayori now. Ah, well, all right. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs. What I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. Don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Oh no. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Oh no. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. Oh no. Can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. Oh no. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Don't do it! Sayori? An exception has occurred. File game script. What? No! I just looked over at the files. What? Sayori's gone. What? Sayori's character is gone from the character files at all. An exception has occurred. File game script ch5.reply line 307. See traceback.txt for details. What? The HE double hockey sticks. What the HE double hockey sticks? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. But still, no, that's not what her character file is gone. Why would she do this? Who could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I should have confessed to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori would needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her? Make her feel even worse. Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset or try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. And what? Ah! What? What's this? I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air. like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might be drawn. The girl is my neighbor and good friend, since you know the kind of friend you'd never. Yeah. Skip. Yep. However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and lit. Wait, what? It's an ordinary school day, like usual. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friends groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I always walk to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls, or something like that. What? What? But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by an average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. A school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stared blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Keegan. ... What? Monica! Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What? I'm confused and scared. Sayori was just there! Also, I just noticed something. Let me just pull the files up. Look at that! Look at the characters. Look at the size. Monica has the highest one out of all the characters. Why is that, actually? I want to know, but I don't want to know. Why does she have higher... Why do all the characters have different sizes? What did you come here to tell me about? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. I am shaking right now. In that case, what club did you decide joining? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can do anything. Can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even kept her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists the manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Keegan. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could, at least, very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Why? Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Keegan, you know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Why am I more important? And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs the section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me! What? Girl 1, that's Yuri. A guest! Girl 2, seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Keegan. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic and unusual, as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Keegan in a classroom. He decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait. Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna, well, you know, sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Keegan? This is not cool. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised. There aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You can put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. One sec. Need to eat again. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we could all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls are all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Sayori? Where's Sayori? Sayori! We were doing the Sayori run. Why did this change? Ah! Why? Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry. Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Again, I do enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So Keegan, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head's... Why is this still funny? Natsuki's head suddenly perks up, like a bird. Or a cat. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Wonderland! I'm sorry, I think I made that joke already. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious that by the way her eyes lit up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can... Oh no, I'm just getting pictures of Sayori. Sayori, no! Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read horror books. I read a horror book once. I didn't like it. I just really grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think, or take me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. If only for a brief moment. You want to know where I got these scars? You want to know where I got these scars? Myself, I was doing an E-Live and all of a sudden I went kaback! Hit the side of the table and got a scar here. Anyway, enough about me. Well, what about you, Yuri? I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? She? You'll have to be some scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back! Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Yeah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing the level of writing takes more than just a confident. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open it up to your readers, exposing your vulnerable abilities and showing even the deepest reach of your heart. Do you have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Sorry, I keep looking over here because my webcam used to be here. I was gonna put it there, but then you'd see my gun. I'm joking. Except you'd see a giant shelf and stuff. Yeah. ... I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey!
I just got an idea. How about this? ... Question mark. Nat and Yuri. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write poems of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right. I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president. After all, I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Keegan? Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh, okay. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought. The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Keegan. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival, ... I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear head decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for laying everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Why is it so animated now? I mean, it was probably animated before, where everything was sort of like poked up a little, but I just remember everything in a flat sort of area, but now everyone's just sort of coming close and all that stuff. Stop, back up! Back up! Do you really mean that, Keegan? Yes. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Keegan, I'm so happy! We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'm not, though, because I let Sayori down. They got her killed! I got Sayori killed! Why did I get Sayori killed? I don't know. I don't get it because I don't think there was a win-win situation there. I don't know. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'm not, though. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. What do you mean by a great time? Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once again. Keegan, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. I can't do it now. That was Sayori's thing. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure a good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. No! Why did I click yes? That's not fun. That's not cool. That ain't no special poems. I'm not editing this video here. I'm not editing it at that note. That is a terrible note. No. Ah! Climax. No, Boop. Death. Horror. Play. Alone. Kawaii. Clouds. Scars. Fear. Doki Doki, of course. Uncanny. Rose. There we go. I just gave up on saying the words after Doki Doki because Sayori! Hi Keegan. Hey again, Keegan. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least get my word. Sayori. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Keegan. What was that? I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. And you guys are scary. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Why are you ahead of it? Natsuki, your music's kind of like slowing down, and also you're really smaller than all the Natsuki something. Natsuki maintainly have a big mouth for someone who Natsuki something to have a big mouth for someone who keeps Natsuki surely have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the classroom. Here, music is getting faster. Natsuki finds herself stuck between, say, Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Keegan. Why is the classroom like all... I don't remember the classroom like this, and why are you bigger than before? We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? The music is like sort of going faster and slower. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that. If you ask... Well, wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if you don't read often, even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? Why are you getting closer? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. What was that? The game sort of slanched, blah. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activity for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. This is literally just what we did! She seems to be annoyed by something. I'd poach her in case she needs a hand. I don't remember this scene. The scene looks different. You looking for something in there? What? Forkin' Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't really admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Sorry, what did I just kick? I kicked a can. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hands. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on the door. You could go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone in your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Keegan. Don't seem right. Don't judge a book. What? Don't judge a book by its cover? In fact, I think he pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. Features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time, you like that? Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Underline, exclamation mark. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particular bad thing. Yeah, because I myself like girls. Yup. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. I just picture someone I'm just sitting here and all of a sudden some guy's just like I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow! How long has it been since I read the beginning? Did you just spit or something? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished after you finish the series. Oh, okay. That's how you want to read. I can read like that. Watch me. I'm gonna read this bowl. I'm reading through. Oh, it's done. Okay. What? What? I'm sorry. That was gross. I know that was gross. I'm sorry. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's just a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of this, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Oh, hi! Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something something you like with someone else. I actually got excited when I convinced any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean. ... You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, "Hey, you still haven't grown out of that yet?" Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. What? At least it's safe here in the club room. Kept Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solved any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Underline, underline. ... So... Jeez, that's enough. Okay, one sec, I need to... What? What's this? There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a wreathing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold in their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find into their willpower, starving them all, motivating and desire into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. Can you hear me? Text. What? Copyright? Doki Doki Literature Club, copyright. Yeah. Okay, that's normal. What's this? Oh! Oh no! Okay, goodbye. I ain't touching any of that. So then, sorry, I just sort of like wanted to see if there was anything there because I saw text and all that stuff, but ouch. Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she's starting to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! What? 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 What is this lyric? What are these lyrics? Tones, musics. Oh, jeez. What? Natsuki, are you okay? Dot dot dot. What? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Keegan. She's fine. What was that? Monica! It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? What? Who should I show my poem to first? Natsuki? I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Okay, let's start. Well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, dot dot dot. Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poem? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. Dot dot dot. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki retorts. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a lose that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Grr, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. Do that. But that's about it. Oh, okay, so just these poems. Yep. I told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. Yep. Skip. Should I show my poem to next? Yuri. Is there anything different with her? Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Okay, I think it's just this. Hi, Keegan. Having a good time? Good, glad to hear it. Why can't I skip her? By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever had any suggestions for the club, like new activities or something we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better of just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Keegan. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? Yeah, I'm not as embarrassed as you think. Well, it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past to. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem. I like it, Keegan. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. Kind of reminds me of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. Let's take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes, she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have blah 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 blah. Well, let's read it then. Okay. This looks new. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me, confused. I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my buried eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are the simple poems on the flat sheet of paper? Sound of frantic scrawling, playing tricks on my ears. The room began to crinkle, closing it on me. The air I breathe dissipates, but before it reaches my lungs, I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fear, I brandish my pen. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of poems. That is a lot of poems I've been putting emphasis on the time between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can, yep, okay. Phew. Why was I not able to skip earlier? Was it because of the poem? It's like I need to go back. I'm going to my files. Oh no! First off, music is changing, and also, it's a picture of Sayori! I guess that's everyone. There's a picture of Sayori! If you look very close, it's a picture of Sayori! Hanging herself! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Look at the Sayori picture. I don't think my mouse is like... My mouse cursor is being shown. But if you look closely over at one of the pictures in the center of the room, quote-unquote center of the room, this is kind of angled weirdly, but to not be classified as the center of the room, but it's the center of the room. Trust me, if you looked at it from a better angle. There's a picture of Sayori hanging herself. No! It's as if everyone is judging me for my yep. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read a tandem, I watch their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Bleh, blah, blah. Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. You're just cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. It didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Keegan did too. So based on that, I'm gladly giving you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Nyeh! And Keegan liked my poem, too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh no. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Keegan appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh! And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. I was full of myself. I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do so overly cutesy. Can I skip this? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Keegan started showing up. Okay, wait, what's on me? Natsuki, Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Not Yuri. Take out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act so cute, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking. You wanna be edgy... What? Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. What is this? See? Just say that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? What? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your What? Sickening attitude. You think you could counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Why is this all changing? Whoa! Be careful, or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't ya? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the heck is what the fork is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. But he can hear anything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns toward me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Keegan! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. ... What? No! What is this? I didn't read that. No. Is this just the choice thing? No! This game is turning into a madhouse. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Who do I choose? Natsuki! Yuri! Natsuki! Yuri! Natsuki! Yuri! Natsuki! Yuri! Natsuki! Monica? What? What? Dot 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 dot. Hey Keegan, why don't we step outside for a little bit? What? Okay. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. What? What? It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own members properly. I just wish I was able to let more assertive sometimes. I should be more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Dot dot dot. What? She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, at least it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it! I didn't mean it! I didn't mean it! Yuri's rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it! I I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Keegan, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Dot dot dot. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Dot dot dot. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I am the president, so I should be the last one, but I'll wait for you to be done. Dot 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 dot. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take the responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around or something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Keegan. It would be just embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? The picture of Sayori left. I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you understand. What? What? What was that? Despise? Mouse? Anime? Horror? Doki Doki? Suicide? Breathe? Hair? Rose? Vanilla? Shame? Bunny? Fantasy? Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting again, already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Keegan. Yuri! Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at the desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arms and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here for a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Keegan! Don't say this kind of thing so frankly. They make me a little too happy. One sec. I need to check Doki Doki files. There's a new text. I hate this. I can't do anything. Nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really, really easy to kill myself right now. But that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? What? Do we already retrace back? Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter than when you're around. And sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. ... Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calm Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. ... What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. Promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control for now. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? ... Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? ... But I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nicer to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of worried, but I don't hate you either. ... Natsuki turns to me. You're still in trial, though. Hey! Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried about or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. By the way, again, as I said, I would skip this because we've already seen this we've already seen this whole scene. But I can't because I can go to history, auto save, load, settings, skip. Also, my thing just did circles. Okay. I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Ah, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Keegan. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. Very interesting. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Keegan, Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave me that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She used to be ignored. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. What was that? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front book. Basically, it's about the religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have the traits that turn them into killing machines. That lust for blood. But the facilities gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came from nowhere. Ah! Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Keegan? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that changes you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. What? Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets interestingly... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading after all. Right. Yes. I mean, you don't have to but... what are you saying? ... Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine. And I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Very interesting. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I should understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Hey! Get away! Get up! Ah! Sorry about that. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting. But the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eyes. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... What are you saying? I'm not even clicking anything. It's doing this on its own. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... there's the anime eye thing. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Ah, I guess that kind of... I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah! I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. Our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not supposed to. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own violation. I don't know what that word is. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb's gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. What? What? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. I keep looking up and her eyes are actually changing. That's what you were talking about? Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? But never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's being a little fidgety. Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest it if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up practically, rushing out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Keegan! Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. Oh no, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Should I show my poem to... Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Okay, Natsuki. ... Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your first one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still not new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Well, first off, T3B IBI BZB3 VYLFROAXJKIEV. I'm not reading that. What? That ain't no poem. That's just a bunch of numbers. What if I just go back here? Nothing. Characters. Okay then. I wonder what would happen if I write this down. I'm probably not gonna bother. Because I don't want to bother. So I'm not going to. I'm sorry if you want it. Just look at it, and you can pause the video if you want and just sort of write it down in Google or something like that. Although I feel like this has an actual explanation, but anyway. Keegan. Okay. Hi. Why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be oblivious by now. So just play with me instead. Okay? You don't hate me, Keegan, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Look at her eyes. Not just her. She's got blood coming out of her eyes. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. That's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. Ah! What? What was that? I don't recall. What? What? I don't recall. Novels moving? Alright. What? Okay. What? Monica. Hi again, Keegan. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. ... Alright. Great job, Keegan. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know, that Yuri likes this kind of writing. Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head, and that's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming in on a little strongly, like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back! Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Alright. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? You want to read poem now? You want to read poem? You want to be ninja? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors they won't bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless. I don't know what that word is. Cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating. Oh, I can't actually read that one this time. We foam, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sign, causing, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Endless pain of meaningless. Delete her. What? Delete who? Sir, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything? Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Should I show my poem to next? Okay, Yuri. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. ... Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. It looks... I like just holding it. ... I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. Feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. No. Wheel. A rotating wheel turns an axle grinding. Breathing wheel. I'm not reading that, guys. You can pause, but I ain't reading that. Wheel, a rotating wheel, turning an axle grinding. Yep. Doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is a pen full of. A pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... ... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, right? You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. What? You guys can see this, right? Does that say Ori? Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today. So if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? Okay, there's nothing. Wait, what? Oh, okay, I think I've... Have we seen this image already? I think we've seen Happy Thoughts already. Sorry. I'm just going to the character. I'm just going to the files because, again, I got told by my friend to go through the files and all that. So I'm just sort of doing that. That's where we're finding all this stuff. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting a new member. That's a concern. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Keegan joined, and we've started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complaining. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know. What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anything anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. Join the club. Here, have some Kool-Aid. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Keegan? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Keegan to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think all of us are here to join the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked about Keegan until Keegan joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Keegan isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our options for once. ... Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. Why did it get sad now? I'm sure Yuri and Keegan want to get more members too. Right? ... I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation, no! Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Keegan, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I could be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all of this, anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? ... Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just wanted a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? there aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking it away from... Oh, she's not taking anything away. No, Keegan. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. And Tsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki! Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. ... This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about the obnoxious brat? Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, what? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. What? I should do my best to consider everyone's participation and make the decision that's right for the club. I don't want to click next. But what about you, Keegan? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributing their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. Her eye is bleeding. I just realized that. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri! I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also, a wonderful friend. Monica! I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. So I'll go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Keegan? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Keegan before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as a president. ... Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see you two. I'll see the two of you tomorrow. There we go. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a little hectic lately, haven't you? Keegan, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. Feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. I really don't care about you, you know. What? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? What? Why is it? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say anything. Something weird. Something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet. No! What? Okay, I'm not gonna end... Okay, first off, I ain't ending the video here. Last video was like around 2 hours or so. So what I'm planning on doing is making the videos a little bit longer. And all that. Just to get things over with. Can't skip. So yeah, I don't know. Dark. What was that? Did anyone see that? Heaven sent? Entropy. Games. Boop. Hop. Shopping. Unrecorded. One out. La ile ulo. That scared me. Doki Doki? Lollipop? Agonizing. Nah. Anything new? Okay, nothing new. That scared me. Hi, Keegan. By the way, I've kind of given up on the voices so far, if you couldn't already tell, because it's just getting scarier. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea. I brought the best tea today. Monica! I told you not to. Ugh. She really late again. Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your insistent yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did something thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant it to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl... What was that? I think I just saw the picture sort of flash. I guess another girl would be nice this time. So... Natsuki. Nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machine or something? Underline, underline, exclamation point. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Aw, man! I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah! You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club, and still trying to make time for piano? Well, maybe not determined, but I guess passionate. It motivates me to work hard for the festival, too. Anyway, Keegan, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Keegan is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Thank you for understanding, Monica. What? Actually, I have a request. By the way, I'm holding my mouse now just because I don't need to move it. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing that can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Yuri, leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. ... 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her back? Up? I'm bored, just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha! Ha! Question mark, question mark, question mark. Ha! Ha! What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. Kia! A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yeah. Yuri reaches I'm back. What? Thanks for waiting patiently. Keegan, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature of the kettle to 200 degrees. Withstanding over 400 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. Oh wait. And the suits can withstand over 4,000 degrees. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the new I'm thinking of Incredible. But wasn't obvious. You really do this properly, don't ya? Don't ya know? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves or levels? I think it's leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. Must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was laying a show. And you noticed I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to, when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Keegan. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Keegan, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bend over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes! I have terrible reading posture. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely the reading posture. Okay, anyway. That's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book, except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Dot dot dot. I mean, underline, underline. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup! Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with one hand. That's not holding the book. I end up in position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her tense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. One sec. Dot dot dot. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might go get smudges on the paper. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. Oh, the little sparkles. He looks cool. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop her. Here, I apprehensively placed the chocolate in her mouth. Okay. Bruh. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this photograph. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Keegan. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't... Keegan. Suddenly, Yuri forcibly grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Keegan. My heart won't stop pounding, Keegan. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Keegan? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I'm shaking, but that's not because I'm scared, it's because I'm cold. Darn you, Canadian weather, and being up at 7:37 at night because of recording. I started this at 5. Yeah, I feel like I'm losing my mind. Oh no, her eyes! I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Stop. This is not. It's time to share poems. Thank you, Monica. Who should I show my poem to first? That's Natsuki. Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot. That one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. Still can't recognize. We already read this, but that doesn't mean you can't like redo anything. So at least read mine too for now. But just don't be clear. This poem means a lot to me, so read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strangely lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean. But she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now, I don't care. I just feel so helpless, so please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to, just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it, so I'm mad at her right now. And that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point on trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Keegan? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all this problem would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. What? Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. What? What? Oh! Just Monica. I'll take it to consideration, but what? That's not fun. That's not fun. Man's not hot. Man is cold. Man is cold. Well, at this time, I have goosebumps all over me. I think this is the first time I've ever had goosebumps. That's how cold I am. Anyway, I'm gonna be another jerk for this video again. I'm gonna end the video here. I'm laughing at you. Please don't unsubscribe. Please don't unsubscribe. Please, 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 please. Anyway, yeah, the video Doki Doki Literature Club might end. Actually, the series might end after this episode. I mean, next episode might be the final episode. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Subscribe and like. See some more videos. Until my next video, I will see you guys when I see you guys. Peace!